Hi everyone, it's Jeff Martin along with Danger Dave Whitmore, funny man extraordinaire. We're here at the final stop of the Elite Professional Bull Riding. We're here in Helena, Montana at the HeleBULLoo. Danger Dave, final opportunity for some of these guys to get into that finals, make up the points, the money. It's going to be good. Some of the best livestock is here. Talk about how important it is being back at your hometown in Helena, Montana.
It's a great event, one of the best that the EPB has to offer. A great building here they have in Helena, and a great, amazing crowd. This is a pumped up atmosphere. The music is always rocking here. The place is just an exciting place to watch a bull riding at. And like you said, yeah, there's some guys on the cusp right now that are looking to get in. A guy right here from Helena, Montana, Bo Nordahl, is going to make big moves before the finals, and hopefully he gets it done right here in front of his hometown crowd.
We got them from all over, including Canada, folks. Some of the best bull riders around the country, some of the top livestock. Stick around, because we're coming right back with more great bull riding action.
Let me introduce you to the BF Goodrich All-Terrain TA KO2 tire. With technology designed to conquer the harshest terrain on Earth, the KO2 is BF Goodrich's toughest all-terrain tire ever. And now, that Baja-born toughness is ready for you. Whether you're at work or at play, take on your toughest road challenges with confidence. Turn to the experts at Waylon Tire to find the right BF Goodrich tire for whatever you drive.
Waylon Tire. We know tires.
Bareback riding takes a special kind of person. It takes somebody that's willing to deal with all odds against them. Kind of like a David and Goliath type thing. You got to overcome the giant, and it's the most physically demanding event in rodeo, and man, there's nothing like it. I've tried them all, and it's the best. There are a lot of guys that chew tobacco, and I've seen my friends have the start of cancer in their lip and they change it from top to bottom rather than quitting, and I've run across guys who have to push a button to speak to me because they've gotten throat cancer and can no longer speak on their own. It takes a special person to ride a bucking horse and go against something that much bigger than you and conquer it. You know, if you can do that, then you can kick the habit of chewing. It's the same thing. Put your mind to it and you can get it done. In rodeo, you never back down from a challenge. So I challenge you, quit chewing today.
Today's bull riding action brought to you by our friends at the Red Eye Rodeo Company. Lurkine's Coca-Cola, Mountain Country Distributing, Murdoch's Ranch and Home Supply, Friendly Sinclair, Bert and Ernie's, the 4-H Club, Chubby's Bar and Grill, Original Grub Steak, Elkhorn Mountain Inn, Capital City, Howard Johnson, Willie's Distillery, 99.5 The Bull, SWX Sports and Weather, Action Printing, Duke's Tree Service, First Community Bank, Grizzly Diesel, Montana Valley Hams, and the Montana Livestock Auction, Robert Allen Nissan, Sportsman's Warehouse, and Summit Roofing, Value Auto Sales, Tri-County, Shelley's Country Cafe, Silver Star, and Woodpecker's Technology. We're back, night number 1, HeleBULLoo bull riding here. Elite professional bull riders are back in town. Danger Dave, it's going to be good.
Yes, here we go. We're going to start off with Waylon Ladue from Browning, Montana.
Yeah, Waylon matched up with a great one here tonight. Sitka, the bull underneath him from Red Eye Rodeo Company. Here's a young high school talent that we've seen coming up at the ranks. He's been making a name for himself. Look for good things. They invited him into the finals last year, Dave. I know you've got to watch him as well.
Yeah, lots of talent, lots of try. This kid works really hard.
Yes, and look at this. Look at the control. Keeps driving that shoulder, looking nice as you hear the 8-second whistle come at a good time.
Nice bull ride by that young kid right there. It's a good way to start your weekend off. Get one under your belt and try to make the short go.
Garrett Smith and Cale Berg are bullfighters out there today. Something you've had a little experience with as we go back to the Waylon Tire replay coming up. 83 points on that good ride to get us kicked off. What a way to get it rolling.
Yeah, you can see here this bull, he catches his head in the gate on the way coming out, and Waylon does a great job adjusting, not getting himself overextended, and then just takes over from there.
And this is what I love about that control. He keeps driving that shoulder every time, and right about here he gets in a little trouble, didn't panic, takes a little shot. Cale Berg also taking a shot upside the chops.
That's what his job, that's what he's supposed to do. He's supposed to be there for those bull riders, and they do a great job of it. That's why they're selected to be here.
Moving right down the line, as we talked about, the final opportunity this weekend to get some points into that finals that's coming up right around the corner. We're going to get our next bull rider coming to us.
This is Cole Wagner from Valier, Montana. He is an outstanding young talent as well. Been around the circuit for a while, though.
Yeah, he has. You know, his dad even had the opportunity to travel up and down the road with his father. He was a great bull rider. You know, that's the good thing. If these guys can keep their heads on their shoulders, there's a lot of money up for grabs. Look at this. Big moves on that bull.
Yes, big sun fishing, as you would call it, moves out of that bull there for sure. That is a big bugger, a tough one to ride, I can tell. He lasts 3.5 seconds, so it's not going to work out today for Cole.
You know, that's what the thing, when we're talking sun fishing, for those of you that are just tuning in, maybe it's your first bull ride to watch. When we mean this, watching this Waylon tire replay coming up, it's so important to get a view on these guys and the strength and the power that these animals bring each and every time, as we're going to go right to that replay. Watch this. He reaches over the front. Things are looking good, but see the back end of that bull and the front end are going in separate directions. That's when it's important to loosen up and drive for that front. It didn't happen for him. We're going to move on.
Excellent insight. Quinn Greeno is our next man up from Bozeman, Montana. Of course, the young son of father
Deb Greeno.
Yes. Yeah, so.
Yeah, Deb Greeno, former 1993 world champion of the bareback riding. I like this kid. He's got a great attitude too.
Great attitude, lots of talent, lots of history.
Look at this. Nice little draw is what he has. He might as well order himself a steak sandwich, Dave. It looks pretty good.
You are right, Jeff.
Terrible get up. Just terrible.
Yes.
But we love the ride. We're going to watch Quinn go up there and see if his eggs are not a little scrambled. But a good score coming in, 80 points. That'll put him in there in the number 2 spot right now.
You bet. You take it any way you can at these events, as bull riding is physically demanding, and you'll see right here, he uses every muscle to stay on top.
Big jump out of there, and then he just kind of didn't panic, reached over the front, didn't let them big clown stabbers scare him. Terrible get off, though.
Here we go. Next up, Jesse Kula will be riding Make You Famous from Whitford's.
Now here's an unridden bull at about 30 times. I haven't seen anybody cover this one, so he's got his hands full here. That bull originated from Pat Triplett down there in Columbia Falls. Whitford's bought him, so you'll see that bull up and down the road a few times. Awful tough one to get by.
Very obviously good genetics in that program there. He didn't last more than 3 seconds off that bull. It came down and actually slapped him. It looked like they had a lot of drop in power when he came out of the buck and shoot. Outstanding animal.
Yes, good little out for that bull. I do believe that the scores are coming in, and Ladue with that 83, followed by Quinn Greeno's 80. Stick around, we've got a lot more elite professional bull riding coming up right after this. We're back, HeleBULLoo bull riding, as we got Cody Brewer to talk about. Mud Wasp, the bull coming in. We've seen these Whitford bulls coming in, Dave.
Yes, they're outstanding animal athletes off the Northern Blackfoot Reservation up there, and they know how to raise a bucking bull or two, I would say.
Cody Brewer taking some time off the sport. He's having a little trouble in the buck and shoot. He's got a wild one, the Mud Wasp.
Hits himself pretty hard on the gate coming out, and that's going to lead to all sorts of troubles for Cody on that ride there.
That was a stop, drop, and roll, as you might talk.
Yeah, that one, you just want to hit the reset button on that, the way that whole deal started there. So,
oh, Cody, one of them great cowboys that we've seen up and down the road here.
You can see that bull just rubs him right along that gate. That cannot feel good. And then comes down and decides to do a little two-step on him.
You about gave him a haircut.
Yes, he did. She could use one probably right now. I cannot say anything about long hair.
Long hair don't care. As we move on, 83 still in the lead with Rick Whitford with a smile on his face from that out of his bull you just saw moments ago.
Jason Hodge coming up next from Elk, Washington. He's on the Honey Badger. This is an awesome matchup.
It is, and exactly what you just said, matchups, as we look at the Waylon Tire bucking shoot coming in here. Waylon Tire, one of our premier sponsors, our replay. But Jason Hodge has an opportunity. As we talked about, the points they're coming in. That final's coming up in Kalispell. Last opportunity for these guys to really put together some points and give themselves a chance at more money.
Right, exactly. Big money on the line, prizes on the line at the finals, a lot of bragging rights. This is a stepping stone too. The elite professional bull riders. We're trying to get these guys into better shape to become the best bull riders that they can be, and if that means they're going to grow out of this organization and go to bigger ones, we encourage that.
As a nice bull ride started, he just fell into that well, and you see that bull did not stay committed. We're going to go to the replay and watch that. Jason Hodge having a little tough luck. As you look at the expression on his face, and no score comes up. As we're going to watch to see what went wrong there, but it looked to me like maybe that bull saw something else, and he was really committed. I mean, when you see that, watch this, he's staying square, but then he kind of dropped in there. That bull didn't quite. The guy kept riding. The bull said, "I've got other things in mind." Headed out of there, Dave.
You bet. And this is a tough arena too in Helena. It's a small arena here, so it's a little different setup that bulls might not be used to. A lot of stuff with the clown barrel and 2 bullfighters in there. It can get crowded.
Next bull rider coming up, another great outing by a young bull. That is that great bull that we've seen from Red Eye Rodeo, Lightning Jr. and Andrew Smith, the cowboy that we've seen in the past. Make some money, past average champion, but a no score here tonight. Andrew
is he tries very hard at the bull riding sport, and he's built for this sport for sure. He comes out here. This bull obviously shows his power. This is an outstanding bull and just catches Andrew off guard.
Yeah, kind of uncharacteristic. You saw that bull get him a little tipped out, but I saw Andrew looking for that shiny quarter off the side.
I did too.
And he dove off like he was on the high dive.
Yeah. Hopefully you can figure it out. But now we'll watch Peyton Nelson from Smithfield, Utah. He's on 2-stroke cold smoke.
This guy rides so correct. He sits up tall like Clint Bronger style. He just really takes his sport seriously. As you look at the way he goes after this one, maybe just a little bit too much here this afternoon. But
definitely, Jeff. I think he overrode him, didn't he?
Garrett Lindsay and Cale Berg coming in there with a nice save there. That bull, young, and maybe he didn't know what exactly he was going to do, but we'll go back and kind of see if we can't see something out of there. But I really have high hopes on this Peyton Nelson from the Utah.
Yeah, definitely. I think he just gets ahead of himself. He's probably been used to riding bulls maybe that were recently here a little quicker than that one out the gate, but that's a nice bull that's just going to go out there and spin for him. He just needs to relax and ride bulls. Tyrell Toren, Kalispell, Montana. He's on Rocky.
Yeah, Tyrell, high school talent, been in the high school finals as well. Another one of these up-and-coming young guns from the Big Sky country trying to make a name for themselves at HeleBULLoo in Helena, Montana. Danger, you've dabbled in a little bit of everything as far as the bullfighting and the entertainment world up for Comedy Act of the Year in the PRCA, so congrats on that as well.
Thank you very much.
This kid, this is a big stage for him to start after his first finals in the elite professional bull riding. Got one going.
Yes, it is, definitely. This kid tries very hard at his sport, and it's shown here. He has grown up, started riding mini bulls in this building right here at the Northwest Miniature Bull Riding Finals. So now he's taking that next step into the elite professional bull riders. It's great to see him come out here. That bull didn't really buck the way we want him to, but he stuck on it and got a score, and that's all you can ask.
Yeah, 73.5 comes up for the marking for that cowboy. But we'll tell you one thing. Right here, this bull doesn't get road past there a lot of times, and I think that's kind of where that bull was. He didn't really know what to do. He's been throwing guys for the last summer off that about that second jump. Tyrell made a nice little effort there. Not the best out by the bull by no means. So we'll look back at the leaderboard with Waylon Lou's 83-point marking, Quinn Greeno with an 80, followed up by Tyrell Toren with a 73.5. Stick around, we got more bull riding coming right back.
Truck manufacturers these days are producing some pretty powerful trucks. That's why we designed the Michelin Defender LTX MS tire. It's built with stronger advanced compounds that hold up to tougher conditions. The Defender LTX MS has outstanding all-season traction and excellent fuel efficiency backed by our 70,000-mile warranty. So whether it's a working truck or you're hauling your snowmobile or boat, you'll get the most out of every mile. Turn to the experts to find the right Michelin tire for whatever you drive.
Waylon Tire. We know tires.
Custom canvas printing and framing has been an exciting addition to our ever-growing list of products and services. This is Steve, owner of Action Print, and we look forward to working with you locally to create your piece of art. We can turn your images into beautiful canvas prints ready to hang or stick on your wall. All the work is done right here at Action Print with personal service that you won't get online. We also create large banners, posters, and custom decals. That's Action Print and Promotional Products, your solution specialist.
For a lot of people here in Montana, family is the most precious thing they've got. That's why at Montana Valley Hams we work hard to make sure every ham we ship is perfect, made to the standards of our secret family recipe. So it's the most tender, delicious ham you ever tasted. Montana Valley Hams, from our family to yours.
Montana Valley Hams.
We're back, HeleBULLoo bull riding with an 83-point marking at the top of the leaderboard with Waylon Ladue. A lot of action to talk about. Danger Dave, Helena, capital city of Montana. It's extra special. You won a national championship with the Carroll College Saints. We've got bull riding to talk about. This guy, his family, one of the legends in Montana as well. Connor Murnion, the Murnion family, his dad, national finals, rodeo qualifier. Like we talked about, you've won some great things here in this city. So
yeah, definitely. Helena's a great sports town. You could see by the shot before with all the people in the stands here. This is a great event that people love to come out for. Great thing to go out and do on a Friday night in Helena. See some great competition. Like we're going to watch Connor Murnion here, Montana cowboy. He does a great job, and like you said, he comes from a long line of bull riders. So.
A long line of cowboys.
Yes.
Waylon Tires is where we're at. Connor Murnion, the bull rider, slinging guns. The bull underneath him here. Another one of the good bulls from Red Eye Rodeo Company. A young and upcoming bull that they have a lot of high hopes for. Connor, he's a big boy.
You can see that he's a big boy, and it kind of overmatched on that with that bull. The bull's a little smaller bull, right? And kind of moves a little quicker, and that boy is a little bigger for that bull, kind of pulls him over a little bit and gets him out of his good bucking mobility.
You know, there's a lot to that, as we're going to talk about as we go into the replay coming up. Connor making a nice move there, but if you look how far his legs are down, it's awful tough to get a hold on about anything. And right here, he's in real trouble. Right
before he slipped into the well there, you could see his left foot go way back and almost hit the flank strap on that bull.
Yeah, and when we talk about small animals, that animal still weighs 1,200 pounds, and when he smacks you upside the head, it'll make you wake up in an awful big hurry.
Yeah, we use that term small in bull riding, and we tend to underuse it in a way where we forget what we're dealing with here on a day-to-day basis. Anything that ranges from 1,200 to 1,800 pounds and can move like that has definitely got a way to put a dent in you. And here we go, Jeff. This is Reuben Toavs getting up now on Speedy. Speedy.
Speedy, another good one of these, kind of getting some age on this bull, you know, built just right though, like a recliner. You almost want to be able to get up there and bring the spurs back out for something like this. This is an outstanding opportunity for a guy that's been defending our country in the armed forces, and we salute him as he nods his head here tonight.
Yes, we thank him for his service for sure. It's not going to work out for him very well in that fact, but he did get on there and try it, and it's pretty tough to come back with not a lot of practice and hop on one and ride it for the required 8 seconds.
As we mentioned, we salute Reuben one more time as we talked about the great armed forces that he's been representing as we go to Belt, Montana.
Tucker Johnson, this kid can ride.
Well, Tucker had a bit of that shiny quarter syndrome out there. It looks like he lost that bull rope, and this is something that's great to, not knocking on any of these great bull riders. They're risking their lives at each and every time, but when you're tying your hand in, I was always taught, you might as well try till things go wrong, because you'll get hurt a lot worse.
You will,
by
definitely.
trying to get off one than you will trying to ride one.
Yeah, and you can see he gets worked out of position a little bit there. It wasn't definite. He probably could have tried a little harder to come back in the middle, but he saw a spot where to get out, and he had taken it. And here we go with our next guy, and you can tell just by the hat he's got on his head who it is coming out of the chute. This is one of my good buddies, Whitt from Thermopolis, Wyoming. He is an all-around talent in the bull riding world.
Yeah, Hawk. We saw him win $10,000 at that Derby event, as you talked about, and you have some experience. Got himself a brand new grill.
Right? Yeah, as every bull rider should. Get yourself some brand new teeth after they've been knocked out in the sport, after you win a lot of money.
Oh, he is a character and a great talent in the bull riding. That bull's having some trouble in there. We could have some issues coming out of the chute. Hawk is going to try to ride it through. Yeah.
Very surprising.
We're going to go back to that replay, but as you saw that bull fall down on his back end, Hawk then should have probably declared himself, stepped off,
right.
But instead he went to go for that 8-second whistle. He's one of those competitors that just doesn't know when to say when sometimes.
I think you're right. He's so amped up here, this bull doesn't get out and doesn't get a clean shot, and he's so ready to ride a bull that he should have just gotten off right there and declared himself. And when we say declare, knowing that bull fouled him, but now he's back in the rider's seat, so he's going to take this ride while he gets bucked off. So
then he would have had to complete the 8-second whistle. Instead, he went on there a little shy of the 8-second whistle. So no score, kind of some hard knock luck there. We'll see Hawk back tomorrow, I guarantee it.
Yes, we will. He's a competitor. He's going to have that. He's going to think about that all night for sure, and he will come back with a new attitude tomorrow.
We're going to continue the bull riding.
Dalton Rudman, Wellington, Utah. He's on Speckled Ivory.
Speckled Ivory. Here's my pick of the pen right now. And the way Dalton Rudman's been riding this year, another one of those Utah talents, coming up to Montana to get the cash.
Right.
He's in the top 5 right now in the elite professional bull riding standings. So as we talked about the points and the money that are up for grabs, and also the opportunity to gain a few spots going into the finals in Kalispell. Dalton Rudman, your man, coming in.
This organization is growing, and it's drawing cowboys from Utah, Wyoming, all over. They're coming from Canada, and it's just great to see this talent coming and exploding. It's just a huge stepping stone here, so we encourage it.
Here comes Dalton. Nice little start to a great little bull ride as we're looking at the stopwatch at about 6.5 seconds.
Wow, yeah, he's really started a great bull ride there and then just kind of lost control there about 6 seconds in.
Yeah, right here, nice little recovery right off the bat. That bull had some hesitation. He didn't bobble one bit, loosened up with that outside foot, but right here just kind of dove in that well a little bit too much and couldn't get back out. As you see, Cale Berg come in there with a save on him. No score for the Utah talent.
Here we go with Griffin Smeltzer, Claresholm, Alberta. He's on the gray Gopher, and this kid can ride.
You know, that's what we've been told. We've been excited to see him coming in and hitting the elite professional bull riding tour. They said he's a kid to be reckoned with. He's got a great little seat right now, making small moves and making it work. Wow.
Yes, that was an outstanding bull ride right there.
Well, they were not joking when they said to take notice with Griffin Smeltzer, the Claresholm, Alberta Cowboy, showing you how to get it done with the highest point marked ride we've seen, 86.5 Danger Dave. outstanding.
Very. He comes out and this kid's legs are locked in, and you can just see his upper body swing around and his hips don't move. He is sitting up on his hand where he should, and he's working his feet, and this bull is athletic.
He is, and that's what the judges took notice. You saw how high he was getting up off that front end, but any way, shape, or form, outstanding ride by our Canadian talent as we move on to the next bull rider.
Here we go with River Stevenson from Blackfoot, Idaho. He's on Nutcracker.
Yes, we are very familiar with this bull. Actually, my wife was owner of this bull at one point in time, so glad to see him still hitting the tour as River, another one of these good talents. Kind of getting in and out, but making it work here.
Way to hold on there by him. Kind of got worked out away from his arm, and it was really pulling on his riding hand for sure there.
Yeah, exactly like you said. A nice way to keep it going, keep gassing with an 83-point mark that comes up for him. That'll put him in the money right now at a tie for second and third.
Definitely. He gets worked back here, but he just keeps trying. This is a nice bull. Goes out there, too, and gets it back to the right and away from his hand, but he just keeps working. Kind of gets worked down in the well there, and it gets helped out a little bit by the bull too, but makes a ride, and that's what it's about, getting to the whistle.
That's when patience pays dividends right there. The Waylon Tire replay showing you exactly what we wanted to see, folks, right there with that 83-point marking. As we move it on down the line, more great bull riding action here at the HeleBULLoo in Helena, Montana. Outstanding look at our arena here today.
Here we go with the Polson boy, Bridger Fitzpatrick. He's on the One Horn Wonder right here.
Bridger, the Fitzpatrick family. 3 good bull riders coming up out of there that we're seeing up and down the road, but not having any luck here on a Friday night in Helena.
That bull came back and whacked him right in the face, it looked like there. And One Horn Wonder is a tough bull to get by. He's quite aggressive, and he's athletic still. And for being a big bull, it's pretty intimidating.
I think they're all intimidating.
Yeah, I agree with you 100% on that one. That's why I don't get on them at all. I'll stand out there and watch it. But yeah, he kind of falls off his hand there, and yeah, get out of there quick.
And it's, sometimes pressure gets these young talents that are coming in there as we move it to Spokane, Washington, to another good cowboy.
Yeah, this is Wyatt Wilkes. He's on DC, just kind of this is an older bull, I want to say, if I can remember correctly, but he still gets out there and he has a pretty reliable, consistent trip all the time. So if this kid's done his homework, he should know how to ride this bull.
He doesn't get rode very often, like you pointed out there. He's been going up and down the road. I don't know if I've ever seen him get quite tapped off. I've seen a couple guys come close. He's that little Hereford-looking thing that just does it every time. One of them that looks like, boy, I'd like to get on something.
You'd love to ride him. He doesn't have horns.
Until you tie your hand.
Yeah, and then you go and you nod your head, and this bull's got a mind of his own, old DC. It's a very cool thing to see if you guys get involved with this organization, the Elite Professional Bull Riders. You get to know some of these bulls and just how their attitudes are similar to the cowboys and how we are.
That's right. More bull riding action, an 86.5 by our Canadian Griffin Smeltzer in the lead. As we're going to get to see DC come out for the Red Eye Rodeo Company. Yes.
Out there and fades away from his hand, and kind of got it worked away. That bull's smart still. You can tell how smart he is. He just faded away from that kid and felt him falling off the left side of him, so he just kept running away from him.
Replay coming back up there showing you the amount of power, though. Maybe Whitt sat back there a little bit too much, but I tell you what, he was making moves, and the effort, that's what you like to see. No matter what is going on, them guys are trying till they just can't try any longer, Dave.
Exactly. You see him, he didn't look out, he didn't let go until pretty much his back was on the ground, and that's all you can ask for. It's amazing how much try can pay off in this sport and how many thousands of dollars can be won.
So the leaderboard comes up. Griffin Smeltzer, the Alberta Cowboy, atop of it with an 86.5, followed closely with a pair of 83s. We'll be back with more bull riding coming up right after this. We're back, HeleBULLoo bull riding, Helena, Montana with Danger Dave. Some great bulls, some great bull rides we've seen so far. It's going to get better, I think.
Yeah, definitely, especially with this kid, Dakota Beck. This kid's a hand from Moses Lake, Washington. He's on our bell and rides at many levels in the bull riding industry.
It's nice to be able to see a little bit of variety from the upcoming young high school talents to the PBR level bull riders, which you'll see right here. Dakota's been dabbled in and out of the Build Forward Tough series to the touring pros and now the elite professional bull riding. So it makes these younger kids, I think, step their game up as well.
You bet it does, and I think it shows the amount of professionalism too. It shows them that the places they can go with this sport and the things that they can accomplish with it. So if they put their mind to it and treat it as a job and a career, it's a very rewarding position to be in.
Dakota Beck probably has one of the cutest young kids you'll ever see out there, and he'll show you a victory dance if Dad does his work. And baby needs new shoes, Dakota.
Come on, buddy.
Oh, he is strung out, and I mean a dirty move coming out of that chute. As we're going to go back to the replay in moments, you'll see what we're talking about. But Dakota's one of those guys that true grit, man. He does not let go.
Definitely not one bit, especially when his face is possibly on the line like it was right there. That I've seen this kid smack his head off the amount of bulls just because he does not let go. And right here,
wow, just a big lunge ahead. And that's what puts him back on those pockets. And
definitely, and that's what pays the dentist bills usually right there. He gets out of it very lucky. That's aggressive bull. And thanks to those bullfighters for helping him get up and out of there and give him a few extra seconds.
You bet. More bull riding as we're going to move right down the line and keep it rolling with one of our veterans.
Here we go, Gerald Ash, Trego, Montana. He's on Bud Ugly, one of our great favorite names here.
Yeah.
And he definitely sticks up to the name.
He does. If you look at this bull, he's not going to win any beauty awards by any way, shape, or form. And Gerald Ash, you know, he's one of our talents that we've seen getting paychecks for a long time.
Definitely.
We talked to him, he's getting a little light on that top of the head up there, you know, maybe losing a hair or two.
That's all right. It probably just makes him lighter for riding bulls.
A fine wine he is.
Yes,
he is an outstanding bull rider, individual, and he's making a bull ride. Look at him.
Wow.
And I don't know if his shoulders bother him or what, but it looks like he's kind of holding that down there a little bit protective, as if that might be. He didn't want to expose that shoulder out. So.
Exactly. As a guy, as you can see, Bud Ugly run Aubrey Smith, the rodeo clown, now. This is a tough bull. And as a guy coming from shoulder injuries in the past, when you get swinging like that, it's a good way for your arm to dislocate is when it swings out behind you like that. And I can see Gerald fighting it, and I think it throws off his rhythm a little bit here.
This is right where he must have felt it, and he really sucked it in close that you'll be able to watch. Making a nice moves, like short, choppy moves like Wasey Cathy back in the day. But you know what? It's bull riding. It's a tough sport. And a no score comes up for one of our premier talented cowboys, and we move it on.
Definitely. You get a good look at Gerald right there. Just you can see him breathing hard, and just the amount of work that goes into for the 7.6 seconds that he rode there. And it looked like that bull might have knocked a few things loose on Gerald there for sure.
Oh, it's good. We got more action coming up with one of the Cutbank Cowboys.
James Allen, here we go. He's on Dr. Walters and Irwin's Toothache. And this is a big aggressive bull again. You got to bring your riding pants for this one.
Boy, James is one of those guys to see the sunglasses in his victory photo right there.
Yeah, he's hoping he can be Joe Cool after this bull ride too, you know.
Time to turn the Double H hat down awful tight. He's got his hands full on this one. An outstanding bull, Dr. Walters, Irwin's Toothache. This is the one they gave the rights to that people bought and had the rights to name this bull. So a couple dentists bought him, and we're awful proud of what they bring to the game as well.
A couple dentists that have helped out, and he might get more business out of this bull too.
Dennis, you're familiar with.
Yeah, Dennis that I'm familiar with that actually repaired my face after my bull riding accident, and so thank you for giving back to the sport, Dr. Walters. And
just start investing in the dental world.
Yes, and thanks for giving back. So you almost have a future patient right here, and but yeah, that's tough. That bull comes out and just licks it around. And
James was trying to scramble up that fence. You know, a nice guy that does a lot of work and enjoys bull riding, and just a great attitude when it comes down to it.
Yes, he is. He's a great person. thankful he's on board. Next, we're going to go with Anthony Lyons on Fireball, and I don't think that's Anthony's picture, but...
You know, I like it, though. Cowboy through and through. That's the old John Wayne replica. As we're going to go to Anthony Fireball. The red muley we've seen for years. Doesn't look like he's going to slow down anytime soon, which is pretty special to these contractors, these bulls that, you know, almost are like family to them.
Right. The longevity I think that they get out of these is just a reward too, just to see these bulls. This is a PBR bull, comes out and just gets it hard every time. And Anthony is making a heck of a ride right now.
Yeah. Yes, a nice little go by Fireball. Good enough to get him back in that top 10 of the short round. What he's gunning for, 79.5, will improve that effort. Just a nice little, you know, Anthony spends a lot of time in Oklahoma.
Yeah.
Lives with Matt Triplett up in Columbia Falls, goes to the touring pro rodeos. So this is not his first bull riding. He was awful excited to know that the Elite Professional Bull Riding was on tour here in Montana. He loves it. You're going to see a lot of Anthony Lyons coming up in the future.
Definitely. You can see the moves he makes here are incredible. That bull doesn't really know which way to go after he gets, he usually bucks people off there in that first spin out the gate, and Anthony is a heck of a rider and just kept spurring and keeping ahead and kept riding that bull to the end, so that'll get him some money here. Here we go now. This is Cleve Spang on Strady Jr.
So it goes back to the great bloodlines from world champion bulls, from Straight Jacket to everyone you've seen on TV. This has became a real big thing, breeding these great animal athletes.
Yeah, the industry and buying into it has become huge, and
wow,
obviously you want to buy into those genetics.
That's a young bull that's just trying to figure it out. As you can see, that kick and that action is what you're looking for. He looks like you don't want to go out there and try to scratch his ear right now either.
No, not one bit. That is a bad dude. He knows his job, and if you're going to give that bull a little time to grow up, he's going to do really good things.
Cleve just kind of got a little bit bowed over the front, making moves right here, trying to get back, but you saw that power right there.
You can't get ridden back on your arm like that, because when he kicks up in the back end, he's going to come and bring everything he's got. Coming up next now, Bo Nordahl, Helena, Montana cowboy.
Hillbilly Jedi, the bucking bull from Red Eye Rodeo Company. Dave, I know you got some special interest in Bo, you know, being a Helena native yourself. And
definitely.
His father, great rodeo family.
Yeah, we grew up learning to ride bulls and everything here a little bit together, and he does not have very good luck today. Kind of overrode him. That bull had a heck of a trip, though.
Yeah, Bo came a clucking, but right here, this bull just had a little bit better day, got him bowed in there. And I mean, that bull has been around here this last year, and I've seen a lot of the same tracks. So another good one, they're getting raised there on the Red Eye Rodeo Farm. Right,
and Bo's been riding really well. I wouldn't expect that from him for the rest of the weekend. This, right now, we are going to Alan Gobert.
Yeah, Alan Gobert. They're the good saddle bronc rider, all-around talent that we've seen at the Montana Circuit Finals. Threw the bull rope in the bag and
didn't quite work out for him tonight, but it's pretty impressive the riding talent that this kid has.
He is. He's a cowboy too, and that's what's fun about this. Sat back a little bit much.
Lost his bull rope. Tried to ride him with no hands still. But he's going to be a talent. You got to keep watching him. Here we go. Hubba Haggerty, Spokane, Washington, on a bull that I would not want to ride any day. Bloody Nose.
Bloody Nose, the bull. One of my favorites, Hubba Haggerty.
I like the name. It's a bull riding name for sure.
He's a bull rider too. Broken arms, it doesn't matter. He'll switch. He just loves to do it.
Yeah, and you'll find that a lot of guys ride through injuries in this sport, and there's you're not making millions of dollars. I mean, there's no team doctors here like in the NFL or the NBA and stuff like that. Guys push through their injuries, and sometimes they do some questionable pushing to get through to the next bull riding, but to make that money, sometimes you have to do what you got to do.
That's right. Kind of a good year for Hubba. He's up at the top 10 of the standings right now as we're coming into the final weekend. So some things to be thinking about. You know, the points double when they actually make the final. So some of these guys that are just sitting in the mid-pack have an opportunity to totally redeem themselves when they get to Kalispell, Montana. Hubba Haggerty, the cowboy, coming up. We'll see if he can put together an 86.5 point or better. Griffin Smeltzer, the Canadian, in the lead right now.
Yeah, and this bull really gets it out of the chute.
Gassy.
Yes.
Oh, just left him. And I mean, you and me were on the same page because I thought, boy, leaderboard, look out. He was making a bull ride.
Definitely. He just let her lay back and was getting it there for, I don't know, 4 or 5 seconds, and that was fixing to be 90 points.
This kid is just like that. He will keep it going on, and that's a nice bull too, though. But he felt him kind of over there, and he says, you know what, I'm going to leave him there, and I'm going to go a different direction.
Once again, we see the smarts and the abilities of these animals to get these guys bucked off. And here we go with our next bull rider. This is Chase Wood, and he's on Montana Livestock's Penback.
Yeah, Ted Odell, Kaleberg teaming up with a few of these great bulls, the Montana Livestock edition of the Red Eye Rodeo Company. Chase Wood coming in with a score here that you've seen in the top 5 of the standings. So I really like the effort he's been given here this year as well. Chase Wood, a really good bull underneath him, though he's going to have his mixture right.
Yeah, definitely. Anytime you see that Montana Livestock in front of that name, it seems like they have a quite aggressive pen, an athletic pen, very tough to ride bulls, but stuff that you can score a lot of points on if you can hang on to it.
Watching the replay, kind of a little bend in his back there. He just could never quite get back in timing with that animal.
Yeah, once you get out of position on an animal that big, there's no getting back.
So Griffin Smeltzer, the Alberta Cowboy, remains in the lead with that 86.5. River Stevenson with an 83. Waylon Ladue. We've got a lot of bull riding coming up, so stick around. We'll be right back, coming up right after this.
Let me introduce you to the BF Goodrich All-Terrain TA KO2 tire. With technology designed to conquer the harshest terrain on Earth, the KO2 is BF Goodrich's toughest all-terrain tire ever. And now, that Baja-born toughness is ready for you. Whether you're at work or at play, take on your toughest road challenges with confidence. Turn to the experts at Waylon Tire to find the right BF Goodrich tire for whatever you drive.
Waylon Tire. We know tires.
Hey, Neil Bama here. At Bama Truck Sales, we buy, sell, and rent heavy trucks, trailers, and construction equipment. We have the largest selection in the Northwest. Check them out at yellowiron.com or just stop by our yard in Choteau or Great Falls. Check out our featured item of the week, and we'll leave the headlights on for you.
This is an Abbey pizza. Mushrooms, chicken, roasted red peppers, and olives.
This is the Kendall pizza. Pepperoni, sausage, Canadian bacon, and black olives.
This is the Big Dave and Paula pizza. Mine is chicken and Gouda.
Mine's red sauce, big cheese, big meat, big everything.
Come discover your pizza among the 104,285,000 different combinations, or you can choose one of our 10 signature pizzas on the menu at Bert and Ernie's, located in downtown Helena.
Short round action, HeleBULLoo bull riding. Short round leading the way right now with that 86.5 coming in. It's going to be good.
That's right. We're going to get it kicked off with Dalton Rudman right now, and he's going to be on Predator Quest.
This is where they get a little stronger, a little faster, and the bull riders better come with their A game to get one of these rode here tonight. Dalton Rudman, the good Utah talent that's got one started off. Keep riding, Dalton. This is what you look for. A bull ride completed, and he's having to make some extra moves. Avoided injury there, rolled out of the... He's got to feel confident about that bull ride right there as the scores are coming up. How about an 82-point marking for the Utah talent? 82.
Yes, gets out, gets stuck with this bull. This bull's quick around the corner, makes some really quick corners, and he just moves his hips and sits on top and gets around there. And that's what you got to do when you get to the short go. If you can get by any of these bulls, it's a great accomplishment and just to get a score. So we're going to see how this plays out as the next 9 guys get ready to get on.
Yeah, you said it perfectly there. An opportunity awaits as we move it on with another great talent coming right up right next. Bull rider coming in.
This is River Stevenson.
Yeah, Idaho, Blackfoot, Idaho talent. This kid is a talent. He's been on that bull before, which surprises me, him coming down early here tonight. River's one of our premier athletes. He won the average at the Butte Civic Center at the Elite Professional Bull Riding last year, so
Yeah, he shows up when the lights shine, it seems like, and with an 83 in the long go, that was looking to be really good for him to be taking over the lead right there. Just pops out with 7-3. He made some great moves to get back up vertical.
Boy, yeah, right here you see him throw that riding arm, or his free arm, back there a little bit, shuffled his hips out of there, so maybe that's something he can go build on. I know River's got to go into a lot of bull ridings right now, so there's no off season anymore.
No, definitely not. Here we go with Anthony Lyons again from Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. And we watched him in the first round cover one. It was that Red Bull that he came out on, and didn't have his normal trip, but Anthony's a good enough athlete and bull rider that he stuck with him in an unusual trip and covered and made the short go.
This is fun watching when you see a guy like that. You mentioned him when he got in trouble on that first round. We both hit on that when he loosened up with both the legs and just shuffled them hips right back in the front.
Yeah.
Anthony Lyons, if he goes to work here, he's going to be atop the leaderboard. There he goes, Anthony. No, that's a big, strong bull right there.
Yes, it is. 79.5 in the first go. You can see him going over his moves right there. He already knew what he did wrong when he came off that bull. He's a good bull rider, and he'll come back and fix it tomorrow night.
Dr. Scott getting another victim. Watching the replay, Anthony. You know, just now he's kind of put a little knee into that bull. He's kind of built over his hand a little bit, but when he came around, big move out of there, and Anthony couldn't keep up. So we'll move it on, and we'll keep it going with the great bull riding as we go to my buddy from Trago, Montana.
Yeah, here we go back again to Gerald Esch, and he's on Montana Livestock's Clown Eater. So like we said, that Montana Livestock name's back again, but so is Gerald Esch.
Yeah, Gerald Esch is one of those guys that, you know, when the pressure gets turned up, so does his confidence. And he's been around this game to know that this is just an opportunity around every open gate, and that's what I love about Gerald, whether it be in the bronc riding, bull riding. He's just he's won in all these great events. He's just a really, really wise individual when it comes to bull riding anymore.
Yes, he is.
Nice little clown eater right there by the name the Brindle, making moves that are just hard.
Wow.
Look at Gerald.
What a bull ride by Gerald there to hang on. That's what we've been talking about, just the try and the effort and sticking around, just going out there and giving 110% even though you might be behind the 8 ball.
Yeah, 87 points comes up for Gerald Esch, the highest marked ride we've seen so far in the first performance of HeleBULLoo, and we loved it. Gerald Esch, show me the money, he says.
Definitely. He will take that all day. This is a kid that works so hard at his sport, and he's not a flashy guy by any means. He doesn't talk a lot, but he comes out and gets the job done.
He does his talking with his riding as we move it down to another great talent in Spokane, Washington.
Yeah, Wyatt Wilkes, and once again, one of those names I love with this bull. This is the Udder Lover.
The Udder Lover.
Yep. This bull bucks. He gets after it, very athletic, but this kid can ride. Wyatt is a very good bull riding hand.
Yeah, we've seen this bull at the Elite Professional Bull Riding Finals. Parker Bredding was a bunch of points on him, but one of them that he'll loosen you up and spit you out of there like you just saw Wyatt. Threw him out of there like a dirty shirt, Dave.
Yes, he did. It was time to do the laundry, that is for sure, and that's what happened. That's what happened right there. You can see the bull comes out and he feels him, and these bulls are so smart. Just says, "No, I'm gonna go left today."
It's amazing what that one step ahead will do with the amount of power that is. Gerald Esch leading the way with an 87, followed by Griffin Smeltzer's 86.5, a pair of 83s, 81, and an 80. Stick around. A lot more bull riding action coming up right after this. We're back, HeleBULLoo bull riding, our final bull riders of the first performance here in Helena, Montana, the capital city. Danger Dave with me. I'm Jeff Marn. Tyrell Toren, your cowboy, coming up.
Yeah, Kalispell, Montana kid. This is one of those kids, like I said, he's been working his way up in this industry from this building alone. He's been a miniature bull rider, came back to the finals in Helena here, and now he's with the elite professional bull riders. He's made the short go in one of the biggest events of the year here, so we're going to see if he can make some moves here. It would be great. And he's on full metal again. This is going to be a tough bull.
Another one of them breeding program bulls that we've seen from the great lines of his dad. Was an outstanding bull we saw for a lot of years, and the young high school talent come down early here tonight.
That's a lot of bull for a kid of, I guess, of that age. I'm not saying anything bad about Tyrell, but he's got a lot of riding ahead of him, and this bull is outstanding.
He is a handful, and he come around the corner, but he had some front movement. If you see them, taking some steps ahead, putting that power back on his arm. The young bull rider with a lot of talent. We're going to move on, though. A no score for him tonight.
And I think by looking in the chute in the red vest, this would be Waylon Ladue warming his bull rope up right now and getting an extra hand, pulling his rope extra tight. That's what buddies are for, right? Tie on to large farm animals.
Yeah. Waylon Ladue, a great athlete when he was in high school, whether it be basketball, track. These guys, that's what I love about the sport that we're in. You get to see from football players to basketball players, they turn their sights to rodeo,
right,
and watch it progress. This is a great, talented bull rider.
Yes, it is. 83 in the first round. Let's see what he can do.
Oh,
ouch.
Bad way to land, man. That is one way. That is not the recommended procedure from dismounting a large farm animal.
No, not one bit, Jeff. I would agree with you 100%. This bull is very powerful and gets him worked out right out that first jump and then just out the back end.
Yeah,
but that's, again, Waylon's attitude is, I'm not letting him go until
Could you imagine landing on your head like that and shooting back up just like a bean sprout? That is amazing. Youth should be sold in bottles. I would buy a case every day.
Griffin Smeltzer, here we go. Alberta, Canada. He's on Redbird. This could be a good matchup right here.
PBR World Finals bucking bull underneath him, former. He's got some age on him, but I tell you what, this is a matchup we want to watch very closely. This could mean a lot. Look at this. He's letting all that power, taking him around there. Danger Dave, we're watching a good one.
Yes, we are, and that is what it's all about right there, just coming up and knowing when you got to ride to take the lead. That's what it's all about.
You know, he jumped out of it, maybe not going to be as high as points, I wouldn't think, as we saw Gerald Esch. With 81, though, that'll put the efforts there, puts him on 2 head. Nice little effort for the Canadian talent.
Yeah, you bet. With an 86.5 in the first round, and then this 81 on this bull, it's gonna be a long race now to try and catch Griffin Smeltzer, because he's just put himself out there with 2 bulls rode tonight. He's put himself in the lead by far.
Oh, a lot of confidence as we go to Jordan, Montana.
Here we go with Connor Murnion getting ready to roll here on Badger Milk.
Badger Milk, one of the most feared bulls at all of elite professional bull riding. Look at this. This is just the attitude of the Jordan, Montana cowboy. He doesn't know any different to be scared of that big bull.
That is awesome.
That bull tips the scale at about 2,100 pounds.
That is impressive, in the way that it jumps around the arena with so much athleticism, and the horns you can see as he's leaving, intimidating, especially the one that pokes back up towards your face there. But this kid, we mentioned it earlier, he's big. He's a big bull rider, but this bull fits him perfect because this is a big bull.
Well, 84.5 points comes up for the effort. We love every bit of it. Jordan, Montana, celebration time in Helena, Montana. We're down to the nitty-gritty.
This looks like Quinn Greeno here getting ready, pounding his mitt into the rope, getting ready to come out here on Bucking Nightmare. This is a tough bull to get by, and Quinn's been having some rough goes of it here lately. So
you know, that's exactly right, though. No score here, but he's one of those guys that's been making bull rides count in the long round. He just needs to find a way to figure it out in the short round, maybe.
Exactly.
Go back to the practice pen as you watch it right here.
Yep.
This bull just leaves him right where he was looking, and you know, Quinn is from a world champion father, so we're going to see a lot out of him coming up. Great attitude. There it is, Griffin Smeltzer, 167.5 will take night number 1, followed closely by Gerald Esch's 87. Connor Murnion with an 84.5. Some great bull riding, folks. Stick around. We're going to have more coming up right after this.
Sometimes it's good to hurry, and sometimes not. No one likes waiting in lines, and we all hurry through chores we're not fond of. But when making big decisions, speed isn't your friend. Online immediacy is great for some things, but when seeking a home loan, having someone by your side who knows you and what they're doing makes all the difference in the world. Give us a call or stop by, and we'll work together to find you what you're looking for. First Community Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Hi, I'm Robert Allen with Robert Allen Nissan, and it's that time of year again for the Nissan Bottom Line Sales Event. Choose the powerful V8 Cummins diesel or move to the 5.6-liter gas version. Our truck sell-down promotion is happening right now. Rebates combined with deep discounts create up to $10,000 in savings. This is the best truck money can buy. Don't take my word for it. Stop and see for yourself why so many truck buyers are switching to Nissan Cummins Titan XD and the new Titan Gas V8. And remember, if you don't buy from Robert Allen, you'll probably pay too much.
Truck manufacturers these days are producing some pretty powerful trucks. That's why we designed the Michelin Defender LTX MS tire. It's built with stronger advanced compounds that hold up to tougher conditions. The Defender LTX MS has outstanding all-season traction and excellent fuel efficiency backed by our 70,000-mile warranty. So whether it's a working truck or you're hauling your snowmobile or boat, you'll get the most out of every mile. Turn to the experts to find the right Michelin tire for whatever you drive.
Waylon Tire. We know tires.
We're back in night number 1 at the HeleBULLoo bull riding. What an outstanding effort it was by our Canadian friend Griffin Smeltzer, showing you why he's one of the premier talents that we get to see in elite professional bull riding.
Yeah, exactly, Jeff. The control he showed tonight, he rode both of his bulls, one the long go and the short go. He didn't win the short go, but he was second in the short go with an outstanding point score of 86.5. It was something to watch from this young kid.
And then there's that wily veteran that we've seen taking the money for years, Geraldesh. Lost a little hair, but I'm telling you what, still like a fine wine, that guy.
But he's one of the toughest competitors I've ever seen in my life. He hangs on to everything. He's out there to win every day, and he tries so hard, and that's what bull riding is all about, I think. So it was very fun to watch.
What a fun night we've had at the HeleBULLoo here in Helena, Montana. Stick around, because night number 2 will come on our next broadcast. Thanks for stopping by, guys.